Tomorrow, Brisbane's biggest landmark turns 80. The Story Bridge opened in 1940. Not only did it link the north and south sides of Brisbane, but it provided jobs when the city needed them most. Rod Young reports.
Here's a tall story. The Story Bridge across the Brisbane River, and sure-footed workmen like flies caught in a gigantic web show that walking across a steel girder is easy if you have no nerves.
Any job was a good job in 1935. This project, designed to lift Queensland out of the Great Depression.
Towering high above the city, the bridge with its stivet-ruddered, its rivet-studded massive framework is rapidly nearing completion.
400 men employed for 5 years.
They live high, these chaps, even if they do stick to milk. Still up here, a man's got to stick to something. Oh, where's he going? Hey, make mine a schooner.
It was designed by John Bradfield, the Queensland engineer behind the Harbour Bridge. Images from the Queensland State Archives chronicle the project.
Two sides of the bridge were inching their way together.
This was opening day in 1940. Crowds covered the deck. The guest of honour, Queensland's longest-serving governor, Sir Leslie Wilson. He made the speech, then cut the ribbon. Then was happy to hang around and snip up small pieces of the ribbon for those who wanted a souvenir, thanks to 6 million bolts, 12,000 tonnes of steel, and the loss of 3 lives.
Looking very good, 80 years young, we say, so no signs of rust. It is getting a new coat of paint very shortly, courtesy of the council.
And this was the view from the bridge. A very different looking Brisbane. The tallest building was still City Hall. How different it looks today. Back then, the city relied on construction of the bridge across the river to drag us out of the Depression. Now, the city's hoping a tunnel under the river will have the same impact. The Cross River Rail project in full swing. So too Queen's Wharf. Brisbane by 2025 will be a very different place. And you can see it all from the top of the Story Bridge. Tours have just returned in time for tomorrow's 80th birthday.
Tomorrow morning we're going to have the Lord Mayor, Deputy Mayor and one of the family members of the Horny Brooks who helped build the bridge on the exact time when the bridge was opened at 7:15 in the morning.
And from the Story